What's up, y'all? It's Jordan with North American Adventures. Today I'll be giving a status update on our Intex K2 Challenger inflatable kayak. We've had her for just under 2 years now, and she split her time between living in the storage box on top of the Honda and traversing the high seas, or rather lakes and rivers. Before I dive into the update, let's revisit some of our crazy adventures with the K2 Challenger. We chose the K2 Challenger because of the affordability in comparison to other brands. At just $100, it felt like a great way to beat the kayak rental tourist trap to explore Lake Mead in Nevada. Our first excursion was an easy out and back paddle to Emerald Cave. It was extremely hot, and the long tour group lines commandeering the public cave definitely validated our purchase. The cave and the unique hue of the water were beautiful, and we even beached the kayak to have a swim. Not long after our first adventure with the K2 Challenger, we decided to try our luck in Minnesota, which seemed pretty fitting since it's also known as the land of 10,000 lakes. We'd be camping this time on Sugarbush Island on Cabotagoma Lake within Voyageurs National Park. The park borders Canada, which was experiencing significant fires at the time, creating a lot of smoke and making the sky almost hazy. We still had an awesome first time kayak camping with the K2. I was impressed that it held air and all our gear, although we were just about at the weight limit. We braved Lake Superior in another kayak camping adventure to the Apostle Islands in Wisconsin. The cliffs and archipelago were beautiful, but the cold water and variable weather of Lake Superior definitely call for a bit sturdier gear. We had way more success on a day trip to the Shipwreck Troy just off the shores of Drummond Island in Lake Huron.
Looks like there's growth up above it. You can see as well. The big beam here.
The ruins of the old timber ship sitting at the bottom of the lake were an awesome reminder of Great Lakes history and spoke to the Michigan pirate in me.
Big old forehead.
A forehead prominently featured in the video.
We're looking for a snack spot, hopefully on this island or maybe the peninsula behind it. Found a little island for our snack.
While Drummond Island is pretty sparse, it does feature 3 main beaches, so having our easily inflatable setup allowed us to access a lot of cool sightseeing opportunities. We also brought the K2 Challenger down south to try it on some famous Texas rivers. One of our favorite paddles was on the Guadalupe River within Guadalupe State Park. We had a portage at some spots and even battle rapids on the river throughout the day.
Gorgeous. Well freaking done.
The water level was fairly low and the riverbed was extremely rocky, so I was very skeptical about the integrity, but with some coaxing and hard work, she made it through with only minor scratches. Overall, our experience with the Intex K2 Challenger has been really positive. The Boston valves and their seals have held up nicely and make the inflating and deflating processes super easy. The 400-pound weight limit has been just enough for 2 adults and camping gear for small overnight trips. And the elastic storage mesh hasn't frayed or degraded too much either. The Velcro to attach the seats is still functional even though it has been slightly worn from friction and constantly being wet. We never truly use the provided manual pump, instead opting for an electric one to save time. However, Intex says specifically to not do this, as it's easy to overfill the top and bottom compartments past the 10 centimeter mark. As y'all can probably guess, the majority of the damage is on the bottom of the kayak. The skeg attachment area shows a lot of scratching, as does the flexible hull. Recently, I found a significant hole in one of these areas, rendering the K2 Challenger uninflatable and temporarily retired. I'm sure this must have occurred due to some unfortunate rock on one of the many rivers in Michigan. While we may never paddle this kayak again, I think we are ultimately pleased with the performance and durability of the K2 given its price point. The Intex K2 Challenger was created for calm day floats, not with the intent to paddle Great Lakes, rapid rocky rivers, big waves, or sustained camping trips, but it still made it through many of those trials. I'd call it money well spent. If you want to try out the kayak for yourself, the best purchasing option is through Amazon.com. Stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit the bell for notifications down below. Peace!